Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing really well and having a great weekend. Sorry for last week not posting anything. I was a bit busy with exams and that stuff, and now I have the availability to post. So let's get started right away with our next geometry unit on parabolas, ellipses, and circles. Okay, we're gonna start with parabolas first. Okay, so a parabola is basically a curve that goes like this, right? You guys know this from Algebra 1. It goes like this or like this. Well, in geometry, we have, the parabolic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. But in geometry, we have a different equation, so we're going to scrap that. We're going to scrap that. So, in geometry, we have this equation called, oh wait, where is it? We have this equation called y is equal to a by ax squared. Or you could also have, that's without the vertex. With the vertex, it's y is equal to a multiplied by x minus h the whole square plus k. Now, you guys may be wondering, this looks oddly familiar. And yes, that's true, because the vertex form of this is actually the vertex form of quadratics in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. So you might be asking what's so different, and we're going to be adding one more type of parabola. So we're gonna have parabolas that go sideways like this. In that case, the equation is not much more different. It's it's just swapping x and y. So you get x is equal to a y squared. Then for the vertex, it's x is equal to a multiplied by x minus h the whole square. Actually, no, it's not supposed to be x. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, but this is supposed to be y. This is what makes um the graphs go like this. If let's just say we have this equation, let me just move. If you have this, right? If you have this equation, let's move it here. Let's say we have this, right? Y is equal to ax squared. We know the graph is gonna go like this. You can see, like right there, it's gonna go like that. If y is equal to, God, what? Okay, if y is equal to y is equal to negative a x squared. We know from algebra 1 it will go like this. Now, here's the kicker. If we switch it around, for example, we get um let's just say x is equal to ay squared. The graph will go something like this. And if we switch it to minus, it'll be this way. Okay. Now, now you may be asking, this is just like Algebra 1 Part 2. And the graphing part is, but like, there's also one part that we have to keep. There's a few terms that make this more geometry based. So, um, okay, so first, you see A, right? A is equal to 1 by 4c. And you could be asking, why do we need to know what A is equal to 1 by 4c? And that is, okay, if C is, okay, if you have, let's just say it's on your graph is on the origin. That's not the origin, but let's say your graph is on the origin. And you're given that this thing called a directrix, basically like an imaginary line. And the directrix is that, and then you're given that this is your curve. You're given distance between this and this is 3. So where is the focus point? The focus point is basically in the direction of parabola. Okay, in this case, the focus point will be 3 above, so it'll be 3 above the origin, so it'll be 0, comma 3. But also in many problems they'll be asking what is a, so you'll be given something like this. You're supposed to find what a is. So in that case you get something like y is equal to ax squared. So you'll say y is equal to 1 by, in this case 4 times 3 is 12, so x squared. So that's the equation. So that's your equation. And we'll do one more review with this because we're also doing Ellipse. We're gonna do one more review before we end the, so before we end the parabolas part. And next video we'll be talking about ellipses. Okay, so let's just say you have an equation y is equal to, let's just say, a multiplied by x minus h the whole square. This 8, just say it's 3 plus 1. You have a vertex 3 plus, you have vertex 3 come once, which will be around here, let's just say. So they're asking you to find a, and they'll give you a diatrix. For example, let's just say the diatrix is a is equal to, let's just say not a, sorry. The diatrix is, we're going to actually get the focus point. Focus point will be, let's just say, let's just say 6, comma, oh, no, not 6, 3, comma 6. So your focus point will be like right here. Let's just say this is your focus point, right? Let's try the parabola real quick. Okay, so if you want to find the diatrix, right, we have to find how much distance is away, how much distance is it from the vertex. We just don't say, oh, C is 6, because it's not. That's incorrect. Since the diatrix is C distance away from the vertex, since it's at 6, right, this is 6 up, right? After that, I have to go 6 down, and that will be your diatrix. So let's just say, so we can do 1 minus 6, we'll get minus 5, or y is equal to minus 5, which will be like, well, we're gonna see right here. Okay, so some more vocabulary words is C is the distance between the focus point and the diatrix. C is the distance between the diatrix and the vertex. This, okay, and that's really what you gotta know. But also one thing, the diatrix is positive, the graph is negative, and the diatrix is negative, the graph is positive. Okay, that's what you gotta really remember. Okay, guys, bye. See you in the next video about eclipses.